In my opinion, Wesker is the most mechanical killer in Dead by Daylight. His power is very simple. It's literally just dashing and being able to grab survivors and slam them into walls. However, he has so many mechanics and techs that makes him much more stronger than what he would normally be without these. In this series, I'm going to be going over all of the different Wesker techs, showing how to perform them, where they can be used, and just generally how to get better at Wesker. So let's get into part 1, Eurobending. Now, a Eurobend is, in my opinion, the easiest Wesker tech to perform, and I feel that if you're starting out as Wesker, you should immediately start trying to get this into your head to doing it. Eurobending is very useful in a lot of situations, and not only that, it's very simple to do. So, what is a Eurobend? Pretty much all a Eurobend is just turning your camera to change the direction in which you go when you grab a survivor. So, in this quick example right here, as you can see, if I go to grab my friend, I'm not going to be able to hit anything. He's just going to fly over, and there's nothing that he's going to get hit by. He's just going to be able to get away for free. However, if I do a Eurobend, I can get a hit on him. Now, basically all I did is when I clicked my button to start my dash, I immediately started to turn my camera to the left to be able to change the direction. So to explain how Wesker's power works, basically I'm going to make a really drawing. So we're going to pretend that right here is Wesker. Right? And here is a survivor. Right? So, now, if we dash towards him, and we're looking in this way, we will carry them that way, because we go the way that we're looking. But if we dash towards them, and then turn our camera to the left, so we're facing this way, when we make contact with the survivor, we will still be facing that way. So if there is a wall here, we would then hit into this wall and get an injure. Basically, the way his power works is whichever way you're facing is the way that you will go when you make contact with a survivor. So if I'm looking straight, then I'll obviously go straight. But if I'm looking to the left, then I will go to the left when I make contact with the survivor. And that's basically the easiest way that I can describe Wesker's power. And yes, I know this drawing is very but it's the only way that I can really describe it. Now, this can be useful in a lot of different scenarios. You can use it in some loops to be able to get hits on the loop, or even push them away from the loop when you grab them to make it so they can't run it anymore. And another cool little thing you can do is being able to basically zone them completely by changing the way you go to be able to throw them to the outer areas of the map where they have nothing they can use. As you can see here, I grabbed him, threw him, and there is literally nowhere for him to go. Just because I Eurobended and got him away from the little loops and all the stuff around him, he has nowhere to go. I zoned him. He's literally basically dead. There's nothing he can do to get away. Here on the screen, I'll show a few examples of me doing Eurobends. There are a lot of different scenarios on where you can use Eurobends to your advantage. Whether it be hitting hits that are just really cool looking, and hitting hits that you wouldn't get normally by just dashing at people. And another thing I do want to talk about is basically turning your camera like up and down. There's no real advantage to moving your camera up or down. It's mostly just for style. I do it sometimes because I think it looks cool. Again, there's no real point, it just looks cool. Now, there's two ways you can really practice Eurobending. The first way that you can practice Eurobending is going into a custom lobby and filling up the entire lobby with bots. Now, you don't really need to give yourself any perks or that many perks. Overall, you just really need to get into a game and practice dashing at them and turning your camera to try and Eurobend to a wall or whatever. Even if you don't get the hit, just learning how to turn your camera and not turn too early or whatever is really useful, because when starting out, you might accidentally start turning your camera before you dash, which will make you change the way or the direction you dash, which is not what you want to do. And overall, it'll help you get better at Eurobending. And the other way you can do it is basically getting a friend and going into a private lobby and basically just letting him be your practice dummy, basically. Just dash at him and get the understanding of turning your camera and hitting survivors with it. And overall, you'll get it much faster than if you practice against bots, because bots will, try to run away and do all that stupid stuff, which is going to make it a little bit more challenging. But yeah, that's basically everything you really need to know about Eurobending. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I read every comment and answer every comment. And if you enjoyed this video and would like to see more guides on other Wesker techs, let me know what you would want for me to do a guide on next. and make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.
Nomad Beats.